Good day, folks. Good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I hope everybody's doing great so far. I welcome you guys to Tifton, Georgia. Now, this is going to be a two-part video. Now, on this video, I'm going to give you guys some general information about the city, as well as give you guys a tour of what I consider to be the better part of Tifton. And then tomorrow I will come back with a part 2 of Tifton, and that video will have all the fun stuff that many people that watch these type of videos enjoy watching, such as all the hoods. But I thought for this video I'll just do the better part of the city, because if I would have put the hood and this video together, the video would have been super long and many people wouldn't have watched it. So with all that being said, let's get to it. Now, Tifton, Georgia is located in South Georgia. It is located your two largest cities that is going to be the closest two that are located within an hour of Tifton. Tifton is 48 miles north of Valdosta and 41 miles southeast of Albany. Now, as far as metro cities are concerned, I mean, at this point, you're an hour and a half south of Macon. I do have Albany and Macon on this channel if you're interested in watching those videos. The population here is 17,045 people, with a 4.3% population gain as of the 2020 census. And Tifton, for the most part, is a growing city. It has been growing since they began to record the census back in 1910. Now, the population back in 1910 was 1,384 people. No, I take that back. That was the population back in 1900. But there has not been a census year as of yet to where this city has actually lost any people. So apparently people that are moving here like it here. Because typically, whenever I do these kind of videos, typically there'll be at least a few years where the city lost people. But here in Tifton, not at all. And the city was founded by Henry H. Tifton, a sawmill owner at the time. And Tifton was incorporated as a city in 1890. And if you're looking to attend higher education, your school choices are going to be Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, Southern Regional Tech College, and the University of Georgia, the Tifton campus. And as far as it goes for the racial demographics here, you got 43.2% white, 37.3% black, 2.6% Asian, and 13.4% Hispanic. Now, unfortunately, this city does have a little bit of crime. And again, on this video, you're not going to be able to tell, because I'm showing you the better part of the city. Tomorrow, when I show you the other video, on that video, you'll see the side of the city that is not so great. Some places on that video will be okay, but you're gonna definitely see the hoods tomorrow. So yeah, this city does have a little bit of crime. I overall crime rate is 51 per 1,000. Now, if you're looking for a decent place in the city to reside, the areas that I'm driving you guys through on this video, I'm just taking a little quick stop real quick. Okay, yeah, the areas I'm driving you guys through on this video are going to be the areas of the city that are going to be the safest. And the safest parts of the city are going to typically be on the north side of the city. So now the breakdown of the crime is, and this is overall crime. Apparently, now when I looked at a crime map of Tifton, the map indicated that the west side of the city was the worst side of the city to reside, according to the map. Now, according to my other research, indicates that the worst side of the city in terms of crime is actually the east side of the city. So basically, you have a chance of being a victim of a crime for every 14 people. One out of every 14 people apparently has a chance of becoming a victim of any type of crime in general on the east side of the city, and 1 out of 37 people on the north side of the city. Now your violent crime rate is going to be 12.2 people for every 1,000 people. Your property crime rate is going to be 39 people per 1,000 people, which are both higher than national average. Your national average for violent crime is 3.8 for every 1,000 people, and your property crime average, the national average of property crime is 19.5 people out of every 1,000 people. So the city does have a little bit of crime. Now, if you're looking to live here and just pay rent, your median rent prices are going to be from $660 to $1,210 a month. And if you're looking to purchase, home prices start at $65,000. Now, I would suggest that if you want to buy anything that's half decent, you're gonna want to pay at least $140,000. Now, on this video, you're probably not going to see any houses that are going to be priced much lower than a couple of $100,000. You might see a few, but not too many. Now, on my Tifton video that I'll play tomorrow, that's where you'll see all the hoods. That's where you'll also see all your, what I call working class neighborhoods, to where houses are within that $140,000 range. And now, despite the crime that's in the city, apparently the public school system here is fairly decent. The public school system scores a B as in boy. Now we're gonna jump over to Niche and see what other people have to say about Tifton. Already, let's see here, give me a second. Already, on Niche, there's been a total of 63 reviews on Tifton, and out of the 63 reviews, Tifton has scored a 3.5 out of a 5 star. 19 people rate the city as excellent, 19 give it a very good, 13 rate it as average, 7 rate the city as poor, 5 rate the city as terrible. So if you're new to the channel, I'm going to start from the 5 stars and I'm going to go all the way down to the 1 star. And also for those of you that are new to the channel, and maybe you came to this channel because you like some of my videos that I've been doing recently addressing homelessness and things of that nature. All those kind of videos I've been doing recently does tie into to the direction that I want my channel to continue to travel. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, the type of video you're watching right now, this is typically what I do on this channel. This is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy traveling the country and recording different communities and then giving you guys some general information about the community in the event that you're looking for a place to reside. I mean, as we all know, housing prices are expensive in many parts of the country. You got a lot of people looking to move to wherever they can that's affordable to them. And that is one of the big reasons why I chose to begin my channel. I mean, when I first started my channel, I started my channel because my goal was to drive through communities to where you can buy houses for under $40,000. But that was back during 2021. Obviously nowadays for 40 grand, you're gonna be hard pressed to find anything that's worth anything. So I kind of switched it up a little bit. Now I'll drive through different type of cities, towns. Sometimes I'll do the suburbs. Sometimes I'll do larger cities. But for the most part, I tend to stick with small towns, small cities, and medium-sized cities. That's medium-sized cities. So yeah, this is what I typically do for the most part on this channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I mean, not all videos that I do are going to be controversial. Now, some of my comments on these type of cities might be controversial from time to time because I say what I think, and how you feel is how you feel. It is what it is. So anyhow, let's get going here. And one more thing, typically I only read about 3 comments per category, because if I attempt to read every comment per category, I would have to, this video would be 5 hours long, and who the hell wants to hear my voice for that long? I'm not even trying to talk for that long. So let's keep going. Alright, now the first comment was written 2 months ago. It's a 5-star, and it reads as such: lived here all my life. It's decent. There are better places to live, but also definitely worse. Overall, there's not much I would change. Okay, the second 5-star was written 3 months ago, and it reads as such: Tifton has a lot of cute boutiques to go to, coffee spots to try, and bars to hang out at. Now, being a college student, being here is pretty cozy and doesn't feel at all overwhelming living here. Third 5-star, which was written April of 2022, states: Tifton is a wonderful, small, friendly town. If you are looking for a smaller country town to reside in, you need to check out Tifton, Georgia. Many businesses are coming up around the area, and there are more and more things to do for the younger generation. The first 4-star comment was written 7 months ago, and it reads as following. I grew up in California, working there until retirement. Despite numerous entertainment and shopping options, the downsides include homelessness, exorbitant home prices. Give me a second. My phone's acting up here. Oh, a $500 annual car registration fee and high state income taxes. 3 years ago, I explored 8 states for a new home and settled in Georgia. And I can't pronounce that city. I found a beautiful ranch with friendly neighbors. As a Georgia retiree, I save around $7,000 annually in taxes and fees. While lacking entertainment and shopping choices for the young, Tifton, Georgia stands out as the best small city known for its polite and caring community. Despite national issues like poverty, low wages, limited opportunities, and concerns about crime and discrimination, Tifton fares comparatively well. Which I think that statement is a very fair statement about Tifton. And I'm going to be honest with you people. I mean, and this is nothing against Alabama, but the more I go visit Georgia, the more I'm beginning to like Georgia. I'm going to be honest. So here's another 4-star, which was written January of 2021. It reads as follows. This is a small town, one I lived in my entire life. Although it is still growing, the opportunities and continuing to pop up. It does not have as many opportunities as I would like growing up. It has blessed me with a memorable childhood. And the third 4-star reads as follows. It was written May of 2020. Pretty, tranquil, relaxed life. People in this town live a simpler life without all the major worries city folk have. This kind of life is not for everyone though. Yeah, these people that are commenting, they must not be from Georgia. They must be from, that other person was from California. This person I just read, I don't know where they're from, but I'm going to assume they're from a much larger city. Because if you're from Georgia, like if you're born and raised in Georgia, unless you were born and raised in maybe the greater Atlanta area or something, Tifton is just a typical, I guess you would consider it's a typical smaller Georgia city. Alrighty, now we're going to jump over to the 3 stars. Now the first 3-star comment was written November of 2018, and it reads as follows. Amazing family-friendly community. Public schools are average. The education is valued. Very affordable town. A real diverse community. Not many things to do. Not many things to do. And I don't know what they're saying there. Now this second comment is another 3-star written July of 2017. I grew up here. It's okay, but nothing to leave your home for unless you're starting a family. Nothing to leave your home for unless you're starting a family, own a business, or want the quiet of the country town. And this third comment was written July of 2017. It's another 3-star, and it reads, "Good town to live in, however, I would not raise my kids there. The roads in town are very old and cracked. The road work that does get done usually is a repair patch the roads to make them last longer. I understand, however, that the taxpayers would prefer not to pay for new roads all around the county. The high school is great and the town supports them fully. ABAC has a beautiful campus that can be a great place to hang out on a lazy day. There are some excellent fishing spots in Tifton. Overall, it's a solid place." Okay, I'm going down to the 2 stars. This first one was written 9 months ago. "Been here my whole life, other than 3 years. Tifton was a great place before 2012, and really good when I was young, like the 70s and 80s growing up. Tifton is now high crime, many homeless, too much drugs in the streets and schools, and it's too crowded. No matter what anyone says, it has probably increased by a third since 2018. There is no opportunities here. Hospital is not that great anymore also. Used to be good, now it's dirty and nobody pays attention or listens. You would think most of the kids around here were raised by someone other than a wild animal, as a wild animal trains their offsprings." Okay, this second one is a 2-star. It was written in July of 2018, and it reads as follows. "Tifton is a country town in South Georgia where nothing eventful takes place most of the time of the year. People here usually travel to bigger cities to attend events or to have fun. But to do that, it involves usually driving anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour or more to reach one of those cities. So someone who isn't fortunate enough to have the gas money to make the drive is forced to stay in town and find less interesting alternatives to occupy themselves. To describe Tifton in short, it is basically a retirement town meant for old folks and not for the young and active." And the third 2-star one was written February of 2016, and it reads, "The crime is visible during the day and night, and no one really does anything about it." Okay, now we're going to jump down to the 1-star. Now, this first one was written 7 months ago, and it reads, "Lived in Tifton for 22 years, moved away, and just moved back. This town is worse than I imagined. Here are my 10 observations." And they don't list them though, so let's keep on going. Now, the next 1-star comment was written 11 months ago, and it reads as follows. "There is no real help for the community, no resources, and nothing for the kids to do. No skating rink, no Chuck E. Cheese, nothing for adults to do, just restaurants." And the third 1-star comment was written March of 2023, and it reads, lived here for 4 years. Simplicity sounds nice, but wears off quickly with little to do. Restaurants and lifestyles are very basic to the point, and celebrating finding an omelet on a menu. Very who you know kind of town, so you better be in the inner circle. And good luck if you aren't, if you're, hold up. And good luck if your accent doesn't match theirs. Don't let the friendly city fool you. If you aren't their kind, they won't be kind. And you know what? I'm gonna read one more 1-star. Now this one was written October of 2021. Every place we stopped in this town had awful customer service. Traffic is atrocious. Do everything you can to avoid ever even visiting here. And that will complete the commentary. I don't really have anything more to say. Well, I do got one more thing to say. I'll give you guys my 2 cents about Tifton. You know what? No, I won't. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to give you guys my 2 cents about Tifton. I'm not giving you guys my 2 cents today. I'll wait and do that on tomorrow's video. So stay tuned for part 2 of Tifton, Georgia. And you know what? I will give you my 2 cents about Tifton. I changed my mind. Now, honestly, I think Tifton is an okay city. I can't tell you that I would live here in Tifton. Honestly, I probably wouldn't, and I'll tell you why. I mean, from now on, if I were to, if I sold my house right now in Alabama and I decided to move somewhere else for whatever reason, one rule of thumb which I used to follow it religiously, but I kind of broke it this last time, but I'm going to follow it again if I ever do sell my house and relocate, is wherever I choose to reside, I gotta be no farther than an hour from a major metropolis area. And given that the closest metropolis area is Macon, and Macon ain't even the best metropolis area, it's probably one of the worst metropolis areas in the state of Georgia. I mean, Macon reminds me a lot of Birmingham, Alabama, except smaller. So with that being said, Tifton would be a no-go for me because it's too far from major metro areas. Like if it was even within an hour of Columbus, I would consider it. But Macon is an hour and a half. It's too far. I mean, even from Macon, you're looking at an hour and a half. And to me, that's too far. So for that reason, primarily, I would not consider moving to Tifton. Now, if Tifton was closer by, I would at least consider giving this city a more thorough look. I mean, I would thoroughly check out this city. I would at least consider it if it was within an hour of maybe Columbus, Georgia, at least. So hopefully you guys got something out of the commentary, and there's still another 11 more minutes left, and I would love for you guys to stick around and watch it. I would appreciate it. I thank you guys in advance. If you like what I do on this channel, you can give the videos like this a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so, you can also subscribe to the channel. And on that note, Stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.